Good morning. Hello to you. I feel like I need more light. I can open up these curtains. Woo! Today is our last full day in Chefchaouen. We went out of the Medina into the new city today to go buy some bus tickets. And there are like tons of cafes around, like that you can sit out on the streets and stuff. And normally we would work in cafes a lot more, but problem one is that like no one really seems to have laptops, and they definitely don't work in the cafes on laptops. And problem number two is that it seems like a very male thing to do. You look at all the cafes, they're just full of men hanging out. I feel like that and barbershops is where all the men hang out, and I guess like the women, they go shopping together, and then otherwise they're kind of like indoors hanging out in their houses. So that's what we're doing, is hanging out in our house. So it's like a little different, less people watching, but more in line with the culture here. To truly fit in, you would go just hang out at the cafe.
Yeah, I know.
And I would stay home, and we would not have laptops at all. Manager controls, timeless. We're doing one of our last walks before the sun goes down. We walked up out of the northern gates of the Medina this time for a different view of things. There's a parking lot up here.
Yes.
Good to know if you're driving here. Leave your car right here, north of the Medina.
Yeah.
Here's a couple graves. You get to watch chickens.
Car.
Whoa, is he actually coming in? No, it's just dropping people off. Let's go. I didn't do a great job cooking. The lentils are underspiced. The hot cocoa is not hot enough.
But look at how happy I am eating it.
Some
That was
days
sad.
I just feel incompetent. About 50% of the days I feel incompetent.
No, we don't.
Richie knows. I always get end of place depression.
That's when you always think about all the things we didn't do.
I know, I start thinking about like,
never
oh, I
think
should have
about
done that, I should have done that.
the stuff we did do.
I know. Like even with like the filming, right? Like I didn't really take many pictures. I filmed mostly in here because this is where I feel comfortable filming. But the highlights of each day were just the wandering around.
Talking to people.
Yep, talking to people. Again, not comfortable filming or photographing those interactions at all because I'm uncomfortable on camera.
Dude, there's shit in this. Ow! Oh my god!
The things that you buy at the market tend to not be very processed.
Oh my
So,
god!
for instance, the lentils have a bunch of just like twigs and stuff in them.
Clean it out, dude. When
I
I hit
did.
little, clean all the
I
twigs
tried
out, dude.
cleaning it out, but there were so many twigs.
Ugh. I'm eating fucking twigs.
That's a memory. Oh, and then just like walking by all the crafts people, and you're just like, what are they doing?
And when
There's
we
so
ate
many
that
cobblers
Chinese
and like
place at,
wood
like,
carvers.
midnight.
Yeah, I always start to think about all of the paths that I didn't wander down,
We're supposed to
and
be
all
a
of the people
mom.
that I didn't talk to.
We're supposed to be a mom, dude. And there's a roost there that crowed.
Yeah.
And we talked to Osama for a long time, dude. We did like everything. We just for some reason never think of all of them to do.
It is really hard to balance like trying to further your own projects while traveling. I get tunnel vision on one thing and want to like go full bore, and then there's so many other things I want to do. Just don't do it all. Prioritize. It's all about priorities. We got to feel a little bit like we were living here because, I mean, that's more or less how we live at home, is we spend a lot of time just on our computers, and then the rest of the time eating and just mildly interacting with people.
Good bread though.
Good bread, we love
Bread
bread.
here, man. The bread here is very hearty. Feels like it's got soul in it, dude. It does, dude. This bread feels very soulful.
Soulful bread in Chefchaouen, Morocco. We picked this town because we heard it was very relaxed, and it has proven to be the case because we wanted to feel relaxed while we were doing our projects. It's always hard for me to like leave a place because I can just imagine living there and really getting to know it.
Until
But
summer.
yeah, the big thing about
Well,
here
about
is if
summer,
if it stayed like this, I would have no problem living here. But I know that summers are insanely hot, and I would prefer not to live in a town where, you know, there's no AC. The children all sit in like the little stream waterfall in the center of town to try to cool off.
Dude, I'd be with the kids.
You'd be in there with the kids, yeah. We'd all
the
just be
kids will love
sitting
me
in a
anyway,
stream. They love you because you're the same reason that the Chinese love Nash. He's very boisterous.
The Chinese love me, dude. I can do like no wrong in the eyes of the Chinese.
He'll just run in the middle of a group of Chinese tourists trying to take photos and go, hello, and they all go, hello, ha 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 ha. Adventures in Morocco. Cheers to that.
The Stoopies continuing. Vlog the Stoopies progress.
I vlogged a little bit of our coding, but like it's just not interesting to even look back on necessarily.
The description. You don't vlog the actual coding.
Oh, I talk about.
Yeah, you say, so the Stoopies going pretty good, guys.
While making these videos, I realized time and again that I'm horrible at talking.
No, you're not. You're
I put it
horrible.
on and then I go.
What's your horrible is not saying you're horrible every Tuesday.
That's true.
That's what you're truly horrible.
I'm really self-disparaging. I'm supposed to be treating myself with more love and respect.
Yes, and you really have let it go.
The last few days, I've kind of slid backwards. I've made some major regressions. I have been making improvements, like while editing these, and I get to see my own face, which normally I avoid mirrors and things. So I'm actually getting used to seeing my own face and thinking that I look like a normal person instead of like a really hideous person, or at least just like a very, very plain person is how I've always considered myself, just like a little awkward weirdo. So there's progress. Now I just have to like convince myself that I'm capable of doing things.
You're